Hello, hello, and hello. It is Wednesday, December the 14th, and I have just juiced all of this. I also juiced what I'm calling a green tomato soup juice. However, I made it, I tasted it, and I finished it. So it's not here, but I will be making it again. And when I do, I will be sure to put it into one of the videos. Not necessarily me making it, but the actual juice itself. I made it because Christmas is coming, and today is day 8 of my juice feast. And like I said in my video yesterday, I will be doing my juice feast / juice fast probably for the rest of December. So I wanted to make something that I would want to have, when you're going to, families, houses, or you're having Christmas, holiday, parties or things like that, and you're juicing, you want to have what it is, you're going to be consuming with you and prepared. So I used some tomatoes that I had purchased, I believe, last week, and I wanted to make something that would be savory and would give me the essence of actually eating what I would usually eat on a holiday. So that's what I did, and it was good. And like I said, I'll be making it again, and I will put it into a video the day that I make it. I did realize that it has to be made beforehand and allowed to sit so that the seasonings that I put in it can marinate within it. It was good today, but I know that if I let it sit for a day or so, it'll be better. It'll taste a lot better. But let me show you the juices that I have juiced today. And today my day has been consumed with working on my book that I'm currently writing, as well as working on my coaching program and a course that I will be putting out next year. So the coaching program, the books plural, and the course will all be put out next year. And like I said, I'm a life coach, and my focus is love and forgiveness. Being someone who overcame depression, I kind of like to focus on people who are dealing with that. However, I also, work with women, men who are single, caregivers, like I said, with depression, either are currently suffering with depression or have or are in the process of overcoming depression, and they just not only want to work with a therapist, but also want to work with someone who has overcome depression. So that is what I focus on with my coaching. The juices that I have here, I have some pineapple with apples in this jar, and I'll just leave it there. These 3 are just celery juice. This is, I don't remember the name exactly, but I got the recipe off of, I want to say, Good Nature, and it's another like holiday-esque recipe. Believe it's called Fall Harvest Juice or something, but I'll leave the link for it in the description box. I tasted it and it was pretty good. This is just watermelon, nothing else. This is a mixture of raspberries, blueberries, cranberries, pineapple, and some apple are also in here. And like I said, today is day 8, and I am up and feeling better than I was yesterday, which was day 7. And that is it for today's vlog, because like I said, I've been working on things that, you know, are going to help me to help people in a better way, as well as doing, you know, juicing for my health. And that I would love to be able to flip this camera around, but I can't. But one thing that I learned while I've been on this journey of overcoming things that have been holding me back is, when it comes to your weight, if you have not worked on the inside of you, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, and it's gonna be hard for you to be able to stick with any type of program that has to do with releasing the weight. Because when you're releasing that weight from your body, there are a lot of emotions and things that are going to come up. And if you have not worked on those departments, your mental health and your spiritual and emotional health first, it's going to be hard, because the emotions will come, the spiritual things will come, the mental things will come. And if you do not have the tools in order to be able to fall back on, you're going to be stuck. And that's not something that anybody really wants to do. As far as my weight is concerned, I'm happy that I focused on my mental, my spiritual, and my emotional health first, because I was able to go through different different modalities of releasing weight so that I could figure out what works best for me. And I could have got discouraged so many times, but I didn't completely get discouraged. Sometimes, yes, I did, but I also had something to fall back on. And my mental, emotional, and spiritual work is what I fell back on. And it allowed me to take, you know, this journey and do it a completely different way. So, what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. But if you don't have those things in order, it's going to be hard to stick with something. I did different modalities so that I can experiment on my body, so that I can know exactly what will work for me and what doesn't work for me. So if you're just starting your weight, you know, I call it a weight release journey. If you're just starting your weight release journey, then don't feel bad because you're trying something different once a month or so like that. Find out what is working for you, how it's feeling in your body. Write that down, document it for yourself, because it's your journey. And don't discount what it is you have learned. Because had I not learned that fruits and vegetables and basically more vegan-esque, what we call vegan foods, which are basically the foods that have been put here for us to eat first and foremost, before meat was, you know, even a thing to be eaten. Those things are what works for my body. For somebody else, it may be beef and pork and chicken and things like that. I have always been a meat eater. I'm not necessarily a meat eater, a seafood enjoyer. So for me, being able to do what I'm doing right now, I'm not really thinking about eating seafood. And I may not go back to eating seafood. If I do, I won't consider it a loss. I consider it something that I have to, figure out for myself. But do what works for you. Experiment with your body. It's your body. Experiment with it. See what works. Document it for yourself so that you know what works and what doesn't work. Okay. That is it for this video today. Have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow.